You don't like me very much right now, do
No,
you?
I don't not like you, no.
Laughable. You're training professional organizations, marketing companies with tools and resources to identify their ideal customer and increase sales. Then why can't you do it for yourself?
You suck, your business sucks, and you'll never be successful. How many people paid you $5,000? You ever lied to anybody? Okay, real quick. Anything you see in here? What? It's over, bro. What's your belief system? You're married, yes, to a woman, or you let your wife wear pants? When I ask you for something and you don't give it to me, are you knowing that you're lying to me?
Lying?
You cannot move being this comfortable. But you be in the crib and your drawers just like, hey, yo. My job is to make you fail. My job is to make you quit. My job is to make you cry. But if you survive it, success is on the other side. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Donni, how are you?
I'm amazing. I am amazing.
You got your sweet voice on.
Yeah, for sure.
Hope you have a job to do.
We have a job to do.
Okay. Liberty, you're an entrepreneur, yes?
I am.
Tell us about your business.
I run a video marketing agency, Chosen Media, and I also have a studio, Content GA. We create kids content and we white label our services to other PR firms and marketing agencies.
You do kids content?
Mm-hmm.
Like the voiceovers or
Like
what?
activities. So we focus on STEAM, so helping to introduce kids to science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So we do like trivia videos, we do slime unboxings. So
How long you been doing it?
2 years.
Is it going well?
So I took a break because I was fundraising last year, and now I'm getting back on
Fundraising for what?
to get investors to build out our platform.
Why was somebody investing in you?
You took a break.
I did.
You're not even a real entrepreneur.
Not that side of it.
Is there a different side of it?
It is. It was like starting a new product line. So the kids' content was a new product line. And
What's the old product line?
content, creating content.
Are you doing that?
Yes.
You didn't take a break from that.
Oh, no.
How many customers do you have?
3.
3.
So, okay, let me understand this real quick.
Yeah.
2 years, you started the media company.
No.
You started the kids creating content for kids.
Yeah.
And then you stopped that to start the media company.
No. So the bread and butter, like if you think of like people who have a 9-to-5 and they're building out something. Yeah. So my media company side is the 9-to-5, and we were starting a vertical for kids content.
Oh, and how much do you charge your customers?
Which side?
The
media, anywhere from like $2,500 depending on the retainer, upwards of like $10,000-15,000 depending on what the project is. So our team will come into an event and capture the content or doing the social. So the PR company pulls us in for when they have a conference and or when there's like that client. So the retainers, those are like $35,000 to $5,000.
So I would imagine you started your business during the pandemic, yes? You said you've been in business for 2 years.
No, we did the vertical for the kids content. That's
that for 2 years,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your content, hold on. Okay, so now I'm confused because we said, what do? You said you create content for kids, but.
Before that, I said that I run a video marketing agency.
Yes.
And then I mentioned the kids content. That's what we're working on now.
That's what you're working. Which one did you stop?
The kids content.
So you started the kids content and now you're working on it again to revive it.
Yes.
Okay. I think we're clear.
Okay.
Are you clear? You understand?
I'm okay. I'm clear.
Okay. So, you said the video content is the bread and butter. Yeah. And you got 3 clients.
How long have you had that company?
15 years.
Oh, wow.
15 years. Okay.
And you got 3 clients.
Oh no, like right now, because it's this space. We spoke about this on the morning meetup of like knowing your sales. No, it was your episode, a few episodes back of knowing your seasons. So
breathe.
Oh, okay.
You look nervous.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For sure.
Yeah. So it was. Knowing our seasons. So pretty much our retainers will start from say like March till now. It's like we're getting ready to get into slow season. So that's why it's like, okay, let's work on the sponsorship for the kids content because we're doing a project in March. So that's hopefully that makes a little more sense.
How many people do you have on your team?
2 and then 5. 2 full-time and then the contractors.
Oh, and the contractors, those are the ones that I would imagine go shoot the content for the conference, let's say. Okay, I see.
And so of these 3 clients, 2,500 at lowest investment, 10,000. We already identified that there's nobody paying 10,000. Is everybody else paying 2,500?
35.
They're paying 3,500.
35 to 5.
I ain't mad at that.
Okay.
A little $7,000-$8,000 a
10,
month.
actually.
Yeah, that's light.
About 10 grand a month. And you've got 2 full-time staff members plus yourself,
Myself, yeah.
5 contractors. How do you scale this?
That's the $1 million question. So with our studio, that's really why I'm happy I'm in the hot seat, because that's what we're looking at. Like, we do a lot of training videos. So do we look at getting more of those clients so that we can then have our teams build, like being able to build out more teams and more verticals? Because right now, video is king, and training doesn't go anywhere because they look at, so in the pandemic, that people really realize they can't do like face-to-face. So creating this kind of content, it helps them, it lowers their budget, they don't have to be on site, etc. So our team will come in and do that.
You mentioned in your studio, you have a space?
Yes.
Okay, that you're renting or?
Yeah.
Okay, how much do you pay for that?
$1,200.
So I'm just thinking about 3 full-time salaries plus contractors plus the space.
But contractors is only when we have to go on site. So for the most part, it's the 2 of us doing the majority of the work, unless there's something that we have to outsource.
Just you and another person?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, so we do 7. So how much you bring in a month about?
5, are you taking like all my expenses and everything?
Nah, just your gross. What do you bring in?
Okay, yeah, 65.
65. So we got minus 12, which is.
That math isn't adding up
55,
though. We've got 3
50,
customers who are paying $3,500 a piece.
Yeah.
But your gross is 65.
Yeah. So
which edition are you using?
my student.
It's the new math that the kids be using.
Right.
Not the new math. But I have a studio. So I've mixed my businesses together. So I have the studio with the partners and then my company here. And so that studio that I'm saying, that's with the partners, and that's where that 1,200 comes in.
Yeah, but I'm saying the 2 clients, I calculated, no, but she says she had 3, but you said one of the clients ain't paying nothing, right?
Yeah, not the like conference fees, because we're not doing conference.
Yes, we're waiting for the conference. So she had 1 client that's 5,000, right?
She just told me that she had 3 clients paying $3,500. That was the question that I asked.
Okay.
The 3 clients that you have, how much do they pay? And you said $3,500. So that's $10,500.
No, I thought she said one of them's not paying it and 2 of them.
No, I asked her about the $10,000 rate. Who's paying that? And she said nobody.
Right.
Okay, let's ask the question again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 1 client paying how much?
35.
Another client paying
25.
25. So about 6,000.
Yes.
And then the other one right now, they'll pay when you do the conference. Okay. And these 2 clients, are they paying monthly or they're paying you for a specific service?
Monthly.
Monthly, okay.
And I paused because that stopped. One of the monthly ones stopped in August.
How many clients do you have paying you money?
August, September, we're in October. So you got 1 client paying $3,000, I mean. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. First off, you can't count clients that you had as clients that you have. So we're asking the question, we're trying to get to the root of it to find out. Because if Donni says, yo, you got 3 clients and it sounds like you're making $8,000, $10,000 a month, then it's a whole nother conversation. But now we've got 1 client paying $3,500.
$1,200 in rent right off the top.
$1,200, but that's a part of the studio business. But for a client paying you $3,500, and you're nervous because you might lose that client. They're not going to pay you forever. I've been there. Yeah.
Why are you losing the clients?
Some of it is just budget, because remember, like our client is the PR firm. So when that client goes, then that budget, like our budget gets cut.
Your client is always the PR firm.
For the most part, yeah.
What's for the least part?
For the least part is like a conference where they'll just come directly to us.
But that's also a PR firm.
No, it could be the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you go pitch the event saying, hey, we can shoot your.
They come to us.
Okay. I think one of our major issues is client acquisition. So what is your strategy on getting clients?
So I've just started, I haven't really been proactive with sales because of it like just coming. And so.
Don't seem like it's been just coming though, like that.
You got one client. It doesn't take much for one client to come, and
Seems like
something that happens one time isn't just coming, it just came.
Yeah. So client acquisition, we want to help you here.
Yeah.
Because, well, let me ask you the question so I'm not just what's the word? Assuming. How do you go to get clients? And you've been doing it for 15 years. So are you saying the last 15 years, it's just been word of mouth, people just come, and this year it just cut off?
No, I wouldn't say that.
I'm saying for 15 years, you've been building this business.
Yes.
So for the past 15 years, has it just been word of mouth?
For the most part. For the most part, it's been word of mouth. But then also, I would say that it's possibly like focus, because then I'll like, okay, I'm head down and trying to do the kids' content stuff. And so that takes just splitting my time.
So I'm interested to know, it doesn't sound like the video content part is stable enough to introduce a new sector of the kids media stuff, unless you were switching gears altogether. But based on what you're saying, you're trying to do both. What would make you say now is a time to do something in addition to when the first thing isn't stable?
I would say.
And you did call that your bread and butter.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like bread or butter.
Bread isn't buttery at all. The bread ain't. Not buttery. Why would you transition focus to a second thing when you hadn't figured out the first thing?
Well, I would say because of like having the partners. So that's been like 2 years.
Are you married?
My husband passed away my ex-husband passed away 2 months ago. So that's also been.
Story starts to unfold. Because I would imagine that it played a lot on kind of just, you may not have the energy or the emotional bandwidth to go out and get clients.
I would say I gave myself the month to just woosah, and then like I have to, like it has to work. So.
Were you married at the time of his passing?
No.
Okay. How long had you been divorced?
2 years.
Oh.
Because she clarified my husband and then said my ex-husband passed away, so I wanted to be clear on that.
Oh, were y'all still kind of
Very much like I
out?
have a daughter. So.
I'm saying, were you guys working things out, or? Oh man.
We're sorry to hear that for sure.
Yeah. So how do you think that's affecting you now?
More, I would say that I had like I said, like it has to work. Like I have to get this straight because there's no fallback. So anything that's going on in my life affects my daughter, and yeah.
I have a question. What would you say is working in your business?
Teaching.
Okay, pause. So the content that you're putting on social where you're teaching is working because people are commenting that we need someone to shoot.
Not commenting, like I get DMs and that leads to work. So that's part of like the funnel.
The whole business is predicated off someone liking the video and DMing you.
Referrals.
It's the part though where she said that that's what's working. And then I go back to the Rolodex of clientele and there's one. Is it working?
When you say it like that, I would say.
I'm going to help you out real quick. Answer's no.
Yeah.
Okay. So because you thought that was working, I'm curious to know what you thought was not working.
I don't know that I thought about what's not working.
You are, real quick, tell me about the partners in the studio. Are they also partners in the video content creation? Are they partners in the kids stuff? No. Okay, cool. Do you feel nervous about your income right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Phew.
Not good, but yeah, we gotta like.
Okay, so
Glad we're on the same page there.
That's not working.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is your effort in building the business? It seems like you're relying on people to ask you to do a service, which we can't build a business.
Yeah, not at all. So like, that's where I'm working on my sales, like my outreach. I've gone to some events in the last week. So follow up, got meetings scheduled. That's the part that wasn't working. I was not working on sales. I was not working on the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what type of clients? What's your ideal client?
Other PR firms, possible like startups or funders, because a lot of the work that we do are in like professionals. So, we've done stuff with the Georgia Department of
Back up. Yeah. What is the ideal client?
Oh, like other PR or like startup funds where they need to like teach and train.
Funds, teach, and train. What do you mean?
So what's a good example of like there are say like investor groups, and so now they do training for like their startups or for their advisor board. So we come in and we'll do like those training videos. Does that?
It doesn't.
I can name. Okay, so
let me ask this question.
Yeah.
Okay, so my ideal client is someone who wants to start a podcast. Specifically, you want to start a podcast? If the answer is yes, I'm the person for you. If you want some content for lifestyle marketing, it's not really my client. Right. Somebody that wants to do real estate videos for like, if you're a realtor and you want to get content done for your house so that you can sell the house, I think maybe we could do it, but it's not my ideal client. But if you say podcast, specifically, I'm on you. I don't know if you have that, or maybe you're not having a good time, a good job. You don't know how to articulate it yet. Think of it this way, not because a lot of your stuff came from referrals. People coming in, you say, "Can you shoot this?" And your answer is always,
"Oh yes."
For sure. What you need is a target audience. Again, podcasting, got it. Lifestyle marketing, I don't even really know how to coach you through that. Mm-hmm. If you're doing, I did a workshop the other day where it's people who have a product or service, they want to build their brand and they want to be able to like tell their story or tell their message. Got it, no problem. But the thing that I promote, podcasts specifically. So if I'm at a networking event, what is the trigger word for me? If I'm talking to somebody, 100%. But the fact that you do everything and all of your business has been predicated on referrals is confusing you to think that, oh, you just need a client who has a fund because you had a client who had a fund, or you had an investor who happened to have some businesses and said, I need content shot for them, and they're teaching. So you're reacting to what's coming in. Mm-hmm. You need to paint a picture of an ideal client that you're going to go after. And you just study the craft because content is different based on what the use is for.
Has there been a client that you've said no to, or a lead that you've said no to?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Porn?
Say again?
Porn?
No.
You wouldn't say none of that?
I would, but it wasn't that.
Rappers?
No.
Music video.
Music
you shoot
videos?
them? You shoot them?
At the studio, yeah.
100%.
So you wouldn't shoot porn at the studio? Beauty content?
No.
Strippers? No. They need content.
They sell lashes.
They got cash.
That'll probably be a referral. Hey, we got some folks. They can help you out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we discussed accounting firms, real estate brokerages. What about entrepreneurs like me and Dave?
Yes. I'm struggling with the language because there is a type. So the professional organizations are
basically her customer is anybody who doesn't strip or do porn.
If you don't strip or do porn,
If you don't strip or do porn, I got you.
Accurate.
Well, then give me somebody else who you wouldn't serve.
That I would not serve.
Pastors.
churches, you do church stuff. You
but
would,
but I would do
sure.
it because that's a personal.
Tell me who you wouldn't do.
Entrepreneurs these days are some hoes.
Hoes.
They'll
You'll thought yourself out to do
They'll do anything to anybody for any amount of money. I'll just do it. Okay, no problem.
Are you a thought?
I'm not
Entrepreneurial.
thinking
Thought.
stuff that we.
I mean, there's a lot of entrepreneurial thoughtism that's happening right now, and it's profitable for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Is that your business model? It kind of sounds like it. It sounds like you've got this entrepreneurial thoughtism in you with just a couple of standards.
here's something that's really gonna help you. Okay. You need to build your brand around being faithful to something. Now, we're all in. We get into certain financial situations where somebody comes to me, so somebody actually came to me yesterday, 2 days ago, and said, I want to go in the city and interview a whole bunch of business owners because I'm trying to put together this directory, right? Not my business model. But I come back to the team and I said, hey guys, y'all want to do this? They give me some numbers. I'm like, all right, well, I'll tell the person, let's go. So I may not say no, but no one's going to know that I took that job. So I'm not mad if you do technology companies and somebody has a fruit company and you're doing content for fruit. It's cool. But in terms of branding, people need to know you as a thing.
Yeah.
What is
e-commerce brands who need product video content, professional organizations who need educational video content, other churches and organizations that need awareness video content. What's your lane? Okay, so you work with companies, small businesses, and organizations who produce educational content. The end. Is that accurate?
Yes.
All right, where are you marketing?
training their staff, or when you say training videos?
Yeah, training videos. So it could be staff, it could be like safety videos. So it's training.
It could be to their internal staff and
Correct.
to their external customer.
Correct.
Professional organizations who need educational video content. That's your lane.
Yeah.
You see, I produce content for professional organizations who need video, educational video content. That's what you do.
Yes.
Okay. At least that's what you want to do. I don't know if that's what you've been doing, but that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. The end. Now, tell me where you're doing all this educating that got people in a frenzy.
Yeah, that's on a combination of LinkedIn and Instagram.
Okay.
So there are, and the reason of like the two different platforms.
What's your LinkedIn page? What is it? The letter N? Liberty? White. Are you sure?
I am.
I would try to. I don't know nothing about LinkedIn. I post on LinkedIn 3 times a day, but
All right.
I don't know how it works.
Here we go. N Liberty
I really
White.
don't. I got a VA. Just post stuff on it.
So N Liberty White, is this you?
That's correct.
All right. So N Liberty White is an executive director. She is an AI consultant.
You didn't tell us that.
She's a host plus
You
video
host
marketer.
stuff? Oh wow. Okay.
Host plus video marketer, leading a talented team of content creators passionate about diverse programming
You
and
do
virtual
programming?
events.
Oh wow.
Techstars founder, Catalyst.
And virtual events.
Diverse programming.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds networkish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What is diverse programming? I don't see any mention of kids in this language.
There's nothing about a child on there.
That was.
Am I supposed to get that from diverse programming?
Hey, do me a favor. Read my LinkedIn. I found it. Read my LinkedIn. Aloud.
David Shands, podcast king, public figure. Text me.
What's the rest of it?
Okay, I
Man,
didn't know
stuff
if you
on
want me
there.
to put the number. Well, I guess
Public
it's
figure. I didn't put public figure. I think that's how they classify it.
Okay, public figure. Text me.
All right, start from the beginning.
Okay, David Shands,
Yep.
podcast king,
Yep.
public figure.
Yep.
Text me.
Yep.
Top 40 business podcast.
Yep.
Social Proof podcast.
Yep.
Top 5 entrepreneur podcast.
Hey, that's a whole lot of the same thing, ain't it?
Yes.
Why is that the case?
Because that's your focus.
Don't get it twisted. I'm in podcasting.
You want to laugh?
Let's do it.
Okay. In addition to Chosen Media, the name of Liberty's company, Liberty trains corporate clients, marketing professionals, and small business owners on the tools, resources, and skills needed to reach their customers to increase sales.
You didn't tell us you were increasing sales?
Because she's not. For who? Not for you. Laughable. You're training professional organizations, marketing companies with tools and resources to identify their ideal customer and increase sales. Then why can't you do it for yourself? You have not been focusing. In 15 years, you've not been focusing on yourself. But you want me to believe that you have the ability. Train me real quick. Tell me what I need to do.
Train me.
Yeah. Well, I would look at your Instagram.
Okay.
Let's go. I believe in you, and I'm helping you. Let's do it.
First, I would ask you what your goal is.
Mm-hmm.
What's your goal, Donni?
What's the problem that you're trying to solve?
Help me get more coaching clients.
Okay. What kind of clients are you looking at?
I coach coaches who have coaching programs.
Okay. Is there demographic wise? Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah.
It's going really well.
You want me to?
Yes.
Okay.
Please tell me more.
I coach digital entrepreneurs, mostly African Americans between the ages of 30 and 45.
Okay. Where do you find, where are they hanging out?
Social media. Referrals.
Okay. Any specific platforms?
Instagram, YouTube.
Instagram, YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of products or services do you create for them?
Courses,
Okay.
coaching programs, mentorship groups.
Okay. And roughly what kind of price point are you looking for when you are in the products that you sell for them?
It ranges.
From?
For which one?
Pick one. We'll just work with one product for
Let's
right
just
now.
say $2,000.
Okay. $2,000. So their net worth is typically?
It ranges.
Okay. So there's no, within your avatar, basically what I'm asking is tell me more
It depends on the offer. So if we're talking about my course program, it's about $2,000. They are typically not yet making six figures.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of businesses or what kind of do you find that there's a specific group? Like what kind, are they e-commerce? What, if you
were
were
you
to
listening? Because I told you I coach digital entrepreneurs who coach other people. Where'd you get e-commerce from?
I think that was probably from
you weren't
when
listening.
you said digital products.
Good coaches, listen.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
And then
you got this, Liberty. First off, I want your side. Listen, first off, don't be scared of Donni, okay?
I know because
keep going.
David told me I had a job to do. Okay, all right.
You're doing your job.
Mm-hmm. Good cop, bad cop right now. I'm a good cop. This is good.
Right.
He's always the good cop whenever I'm involved. I'm always the bad cop. Just anyway. So I need you to pay attention to me.
The
though.
digital coaches. So sorry. Say that part for me again, please.
Still not listening.
So you coach coaches who you coach coaches. That's what I heard. That's why I'm asking you to repeat it for me again, please.
Yeah, for sure. I do. Yes.
But if you told me I wasn't listening, that's what I'm trying to get.
Well, you were asking me. You weren't telling me. I coach other coaches who have coaching programs. How do I get clients?
But I'm asking.
It doesn't matter what I've been doing. Nothing works. How do I get clients?
Okay. So some of the ways that you've already said that, you said Instagram and I think you said YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing on those platforms? What kind of content are you putting out?
Educational, entertaining, whatever I feel like.
Educational, entertaining. So there's no strategy. Is that what you're saying? There's no strategy to the content that you're putting out? I'm asking you.
Yeah, that's my strategy.
But what are you putting out? That's what I'm asking. Your strategy is?
Educational.
Okay.
Entertaining. The end.
Okay. And what kind of educational content is that?
Well, you tell me.
Okay. You said YouTube or Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay.
I'm getting bored with this conversation though.
Why are you getting bored with the conversation?
Real quick, side note.
Mm-hmm.
Have you helped some clients make money and get clients? Give me an example.
Sorry, say it again.
You've helped some clients, relax, Donni. You've helped some clients get clients and make money, correct?
Yes.
Give me an example of a client that you helped get more clients.
Yes. So the PR firm, one of the PR firms that we work with, in helping them to just restructure how they're branding and how they're doing outreach with, because the sales cycle is a little bit longer. So just advising them, doing some webinars and having like a sales page and putting those leads in, or doing the content so that they're able to then get more leads that way. Because when you look at dealing with, say, C-suite or executives.
And they got more leads?
Yes.
Because of your strategy?
Yes.
How much they pay you for
that? It was like just free game.
Oh my God, I call cap.
Little cap.
Little cap. A lot of cap, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to another point. This is what Donni is trying to get you to realize is you need to lean into something. And it doesn't seem, you're asking all the questions that anybody would ask, like demographic, what are you teaching, right? But I'm not 100% sure you understand the implementation of helping someone grow clients, because you're struggling with the same thing. And I'm not even sure that you know how to get more clients, especially since for the last 15 years, all of your clients have been referrals, or you happen to be at an event and you're talking about it, you need them, they need you. It works. But there's strategy to it. So just because you gave someone some advice doesn't mean, it's like, all right, I tell Nelly, yo, you know what you need to do? Do some social media marketing because it's going to be a dope industry. Everybody needs it. She goes out, does it, figures it out, and she becomes successful. It's not because of my training. I just told her some stuff that she probably already knew or just wasn't implementing, or somebody else came along and doubled down on some information, told her exactly how to execute. I can't take the credit for that. Our lane for you, I believe, is going to be finding corporate clients who need training, period. You're not training them how to grow their company, because honestly, I don't think you know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to, like, I went into the Cheesecake Factory the other day, training, and I was training the servers on how to get more money from the customers. Why would I do that? Because I've done it. I understand there's tips and tricks to being a server where you can pull some more money. I can't teach the Cheesecake Factory how to get more clients because I haven't been in the space. I've never owned a restaurant. I worked in it. I could probably give some good advice, but I wouldn't feel comfortable charging for that. Teaching how to grow your corporation. There's a lot of factors that I don't understand about that. But if you can create educational videos, now you know when you go to an event, you know exactly who you're looking for.
So just listening to the feedback, which I appreciate, I think a lot of it too is like language, because by using content and the kind of content that people put out and having that connected to, like, that's where I'm saying the sales part of it. Yeah. So it's a language thing that I need to fix there. That's what I'm taking away from this. Does that make
language thing on which part? What
language of, like, because I'm looking at content marketing as a way to help you with sales. That's the language that I'm using.
So you think changing the words?
No, I definitely agree with what he's saying of, like, the way that I phrase, the way that the audience-wise, like, avatar, but I'm saying, like, the issue around sales. No,
that's not what we're saying.
You don't teach sales at all.
That's
you don't offer sales strategies. At all.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, that's
no, and you shouldn't.
Yeah, but that's not language.
No, I'm saying that I should not. That's what I'm agreeing with you.
For sure.
I'm agreeing with you.
All right. Yes. So real quick, what's your Instagram?
I am Liberty.
I am Liberty. All right. I'm interested to look at this real quick based on what I see on LinkedIn, and we are here. And so on Instagram, you're an AI. You do something in AI, content creation strategy. You posted on LinkedIn that you were going to use AI to grow your following to 100,000 followers. That was in June, earlier this year. And what kind of growth have you seen since you made that post?
Where's she said that?
What if I told you that together with ChatGPT, I plan to reach 100,000 followers on Instagram? Your entire page and the information that you put out on this very powerful social media platform does not highlight what I think you could actually do. I personally think that your lane should simply be focused on working with businesses and organizations that need to create educational video content, the end. You don't offer sales strategy. You don't offer marketing strategy. You don't tell people how to go make more money. You serve the need. They have someone else that's telling them, hey, this is how you're going to make more money. We need this type of video content. And you go out there and you're the go-to source to help people produce. You have the studio, you have the team, you have the equipment. What your lane is video content. Now, I know that you have you like to have conversations because your LinkedIn says, I talk about these things. I talk about AI and consulting and tech. You don't talk about any of those things to customers who are paying you, okay? You talk about that to your friends and your accountability group. And as you gain more experience, one day you'll be able to do those things. But today, can you help someone create educational-based video content in excellence? The end. Do you believe that today you can offer Donni Wiggins sales strategy that will 5X my company? No. Stay away from that. That is not your lane. I want to hear you say that. Sales strategies is not my lane.
Sales strategies is not my lane.
Do you believe that?
No.
You don't believe that?
Let me show you something real quick.
Because I hear what you're saying, and it's because you need content as part of sales strategy.
I understand.
So that's for that reason.
You need content as part of sales strategy. I need a trademark as part of my business strategy, but I'm not teaching people about trademarks. That's not my lane. I know that I need one. I know that it protects and secures my brand. I even know how to go and do one, but I don't know enough. I can't answer your questions. I can't give you the strategy to go out and determine what classes you need to file all your trademark categories in. I'm not teaching that. You know what I'm going to do? Refer that out. Yep, you need a trademark. Let me refer this person.
Right.
So we got to exit the lane of Delulu and get into the lane of reality. Sales strategies is not your area of expertise. Do you believe that? Okay, can you say that out loud?
Sales strategy is not my area of expertise.
I will not offer sales strategy, no matter how much anybody is paying.
Yeah, I will not offer sales strategy.
That is not our conversation. Yeah. What is our conversation?
Content.
For?
Educational content for professional organizations.
We are getting somewhere.
We are getting somewhere.
So on your LinkedIn, your Instagram are two different people.
Yo, what?
Yo, look, LinkedIn, executive director, AI consultant, host of video marketing, leading a talent team of content creators, passionate about diverse programming and virtual events. The Liberty on Instagram, empowering busy women to master AI, craft better content, and live life. Grab your free LinkedIn makeover, prompt guide, ChatGPT. These are two different entrepreneurs.
Are you playing with us right now?
No, I'm not, because my LinkedIn is where that professional audience is.
But this is what I'm asking you to do.
Yeah.
Because you said your strategy was creating content on Instagram and they're going to DM you. At least it needs to be the same person. But this is what Donnie's saying. There's a confusion of all the stuff that I offer. Half the stuff you're offering on LinkedIn, the other half is on Instagram. On Instagram, you're telling people how to give a LinkedIn makeover. On Instagram, you're like, I'm empowering women to use AI.
Yo, and your LinkedIn needs a makeover.
So, yes. So, what we're saying here, this is for you and the audience that's watching. Mm-hmm. You need a focus on who you're looking for and what you do for that particular group of people. Period, point blank.
Yes.
Again, can we do a I don't know, content for realtors? Yes. If we're having a slow month, am I taking that client? For sure. I'm not a sales guru, but I've made enough sales to know what I'm talking about. If somebody wants a one-on-one session and it's a slow month and they're coming to me for that, am I taking the gig? For sure.
Right.
Am I now putting it on my Instagram? Of course not. focus, like you said, training videos for corporations. So when you're at a networking event and you talk to somebody, what do you say?
I produce content for professional organizations to help them with their educational.
Period. And when the person that you talk to at that party goes to your LinkedIn, what's the LinkedIn going to say?
That I produce I produce content for professional
Video
For sure.
video content.
Mm-hmm.
And that person's probably going on Instagram, and they're going to see not only the same bio, but all of the content is going to be directed to, it's going to be a picture of you on, you know, those pictures on a desk where you're kind of leaning on a desk and you're talking to the corporation, or you're training a team, or you're behind, you got a picture of the camera recording a training video. Or when you have a video on when you do some content, it's going to be about, yo, here's some of the things that corporations do messing up when it comes to training their audience. Or this is some of the ways that you can, this is some of the language that needs to be used when creating a training video to reach the person on the other side. Because that's hard. It's not just you say the right things. There are certain tips and tricks that you need on camera to come off in training so that they understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the stuff you got to master. And it's going to be really hard for you to master that when you're doing all kinds of other stuff.
So if I can share just like, so my I Am Liberty, that is mainly like family, friends, or people who know me. And knowing that budgetary wise, sometimes people can't afford what it costs to create
You're not
content.
counting people's pockets.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
you ain't
your
got enough money to have no
That's-
personal page.
Wait,
You don't have enough money
I'm curious.
to create.
What's
Hold
the
on.
professional page?
So
No, that's just where I share.
yes, no.
Yeah.
You listen. You're not making enough money to be catering to your friends and family or people that's not going to pay you.
Well,
I'm not-
I mean, that's cap. None of this is friends and family content. You're teaching people how to use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Your friends and family aren't subscribed to you for that. You're trying to build a business on your Instagram page. Just admit that. You're just not building the right business. This isn't friend content. This is professional content that she's putting out. We go like you
And that's helping, like, so that's helping.
to do what? Build relationship with friends and family?
Why do you?
You don't like me very much right now, do
No,
you?
I don't not like you, no.
Okay. I want to be clear that this is for your best interest. Do you understand how confused you sound and why you only have one client?
For sure. That's why I joined the morning meetup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that said, action. What are you doing right away?
I'm going to update. Well, no, I'm going to sit down first and process this and look at what I need to adjust, like looking at my copy and all of that.
Copy
Copy,
is your next step.
assessing, like taking this in because it's language.
Changing
I need to get it in my head, right? So getting the language that I need to be using.
The language is easy. What do you do?
I help professional organizations with training, create video content for training.
Okay. There. Boom. Language. Copy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's done.
for sure.
All right. So now what? What do you do? Give me 3 things that you're going to go and do right now that supports that message statement.
I'm going to update my pages.
Mhm.
I'm going to talk to my team. I am going to
What's the conversation when you talk to your team?
what we're focused on. Yeah, what we're going to focus on. And then what did I say? So update what I'm talking to my team, and then sitting down and doing strategy
Okay.
for us.
Mm.
What that looks like what are the content that we need to put out, I was about to send an email out, so now like looking at all the things that are in motion. So that's why I'm saying like I'll process this so that we can make adjustments. What else should I be doing? Like I'm thinking of like these immediate action steps.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. So there needs to be. I know why you don't have more than one client. There's nowhere for anybody to become a client on your social pages. The only link that you have is to sell a masterclass for people to learn ChatGPT. Ma'am, you are confusion.
She's better now. She's better now, though.
So one of those things is create a way for people to pay you money for that thing that you actually do. So immediately, now that we understand the copy and the message and the language, you need to go and change your LinkedIn and Instagram profiles. They need to be identical in terms of, here's my name, here's what I do, here's how I serve and the value that I add. Then you need to make sure that you go and create some type of a funnel, okay? Some type of landing page or funnel where people can actually see more information about those services. If you have testimonials, you do, okay? Yeah. You need to lean on those testimonials, put them on your page. You need to show little clips of the type of video content that you create. You need to educate your audience. Here are top 3 things that you need to include in your video content, who you're speaking to, what value you said, whatever those things are. Right. Change your social media, fix it all together. You need to completely wipe it free of all of the chat GPT language, the what I'm doing for moms and women and blah, 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 because you work with men too, right? Okay. So we need to make sure that those things are in alignment, and people have to have a way to check out your services and pay you money without having to DM you. Those are your first orders of business. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yes or yes? Yes. And then as far as your content goes on Instagram, what kind of content? You tell me, what are 3 pieces of content that you need to be focused on putting out there?
Setting, like, basically what you preparing for a shoot, or if you talk on camera, ways that you talk on camera, planning, educational, like if you have a training video, probably things to avoid when shooting or training, how to speak and deliver.
You're a strategist.
Yes.
Give me 3 areas, 3 categories of content that you'll be focused on. Because you're giving me right now individual concepts. Oh, these are the specific videos that I'm doing. That's not duplicatable, right? Whereas if you give me the categories of content that are going to be your 3 pillar categories of content, that is duplicatable. That you can tell the team, this is our lane. This is where we stick to for posting, creating and posting our own content. Because before you can get the client, you have to show evidence that you produce high-level video content for yourself.
Right. So technology, so the types of tools. So I'd say tech, presentation, and I've got those 2. I think through.
Yeah, those again are very specific types of content. So I'm looking for additional language, and I'm posing the question this way because I want to know what you know, right? Which again brings me back to stick to creating content, because I'm looking for, well, my team and I are going to focus on posting content in the agitation category, meaning where we are poking at the problem and calling our customers out, right? Saying you probably have a problem with consistent marketing plan because you don't have video marketing. We help you. That's agitation content. I'm looking for you to say, then we'll also post educational content where we're educating people on what video content is and how we can add value there. And then I'm also looking for you to say that we're going to do engaging content or testimonial content or any of that type of content category. And then it doesn't matter. In your educational content, one day it can be the tech that's required. One day it can be the language that's required. One day it can be the 3 things that you need to include that's required. But what are your 3 core pillars of content categories that you are going to serve in every single day on social media?
I got you, because I was looking at the reverse of those being, because that's what people are typically looking for. Those responses.
And I think that's helpful too. Yeah, like
that vertical. So I'm looking at those verticals.
Yeah, so, for sure.
I want to, as we come to a close, I'm either going to confuse you more right now, or you're really going to get it. Okay. And I'm also talking to the watcher of this or the listener. What's the overarching concept that you got from today?
Over focus.
Focus. Now, when we leave here, you might say to yourself, you know what? I really don't want to do this content for corporations. I don't really know how to get in the door. There's too many hoops to go through when you're getting to the decision maker. And from the contact to actually getting the gig, it might be 6, 12 months.
Yes.
And you might leave here saying, this is not what I want to do. But as long as you have the major principle of what we're saying, focus, if you're going to go with the kid stuff, right? at least you know your bio needs to say, I do this for kids on LinkedIn, Instagram, content that we post directly to that particular audience. Or you really feel passionate about the whole chat GPT thing or the whole AI thing. Well, the principle is still the same. There's a specific customer that I have. I need to be clear on who I'm talking to. I need to be clear on what I offer. There needs to be a way that someone can actually pay me for something, and it needs to be right there on the bio where they can click, and all of my content is specifically for AI. I'm the all things AI. But you need to figure out the best way to get your money, because that might not be the right thing for you right now, because you are in, and I don't know, but it appears that you might be in some sort of financial distress, and you don't have 8 months to close a client. So you need to figure out the direction that you're going. But I think you understand that the major focus of this whole conversation is everything needs to align into a focus, and it all needs to make sense. I don't care what my friends and family, my friends and family don't see me differently than my clients. They don't. I'm the same person because I push the same message. My friends and family know somebody that wants to start a podcast, they're going to call me. My clients know somebody who wants to start a podcast, they're going to call me. This is how you build a business with brand consistency. We don't have no personal page. And it's, like you said, it was capped too, because it's not personal stuff on your page anyway. So, you got it? You understand?
Yeah.
Was this helpful?
It was.
Did this help y'all too?
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I'm just looking for the energy of
this processing, this is hard.
You know what I mean?
I
understand that the process is hard and you got to go through the fire.
Stop being such a bully.
But you asked me to be.
Good
okay. You asked me to be.
Because I needed a bad cop. So.
Right. I want to make sure though you're clear. Because David raises a good point. We're talking about you being a video content creator, but can you afford that branch of the business right now? When I started in business, I couldn't afford to operate the way that I wanted to, so I had to do something that I was really skilled at and interested at. It's not where I wanted to be long term, but I had to generate some income right away. You already have a link in your bio for the chat GPT thing, for the AI thing. Maybe that's where you go right now until you cash flow. Right away. And then you can, so you're not bootstrapping people's content, right? Because you got to pay your team to do this. So maybe you are going super in on that. And then you get your head above water financially and you do the business that brings you the bigger bucks, right? Whatever it is that you do though, you got to do it in excellence. We can't half step. You got to go all in with what you're doing, and you got to focus in on that thing. Just whatever it is that you're doing, do it in excellence and be able to have conversations about it in excellence.
All right, good job. Give a round of applause, y'all.
Thank you.
Come on, give me a hug.
You just watch this whole episode. If you like this episode, watch this one right here. Click right here. You're going to like this one if you like the one you just watched. Check it out.